think the longevities of canned, ready to drink will last as long as they're coming out with new flavors and all these new brands, and there's always something new to try.
With RTDs, you've got every spirit under the sun, every different flavor under the sun.
The branding that these companies are coming up with make it fun, they make it colorful and vibrant, and that's great.
A lot is marketing. I think that the bigger the brand, the bigger the marketing budgets that they have. So the harder they can push, the more that they can rely on venues with their launches, their sponsored ads, their social media presence and whatnot. For a good example, I just had a massive investment from Vodka Cruiser at my venue, and the money that they put behind it in terms of free give outs, and it's not just giving out free coasters, it's giving out really good quality corduroy hats and things like that.
There is the space for a lot of like the well-known, liquor brands to move into the RTD like segment if they're not already there yet, or focus on it more. Because at least you'll have some brand recognition. It's like the Tanquerays that just came out. Oh, at least it's a name you heard of. I'm not a huge gin drinker or those RTDs, but like I had the orange or tangerine or whatever it was, and I was like, it's actually pretty good. If you're a brand that doesn't have that recognition already, like your packaging better be beautiful. It's crazy that it comes to what your can design is, but like that is a big factor on people's mindset on, is this like something that's worth drinking? I definitely feel it's appealed to the non-beer drinker that is going to an event and they're picking up something on the go, because it's a lot harder to show up to a party with like a bottle of vodka that you just grabbed and then, I have to get club soda and a juice and a this. And also you don't know, it's like, I got to grab cups or ice, or there's so much more to it. While this is just as easy as getting a beer.
In the bar, in terms of simplicity, someone grabbing one of these out of the fridge, hey, we don't have to worry about taking the time to make him a drink. Give them to me all day. I'm very happy to sell these ones. I love them.
I carry like the Bud Light hard seltzers, and it's flavors I don't have. That's kind of how I look at it. Like, all right, I don't carry black cherry. I don't have anything to make a black cherry vodka for you. That's something I'd carry, but I'm not going to carry just like a can of, rum and Coke, or like Jack Daniels and cola, when I can make that, anything that's a 1-in-1 that's so easy to make, I'm going to do myself.
Having the young crowd that I do, they're quite popular on premise for me. The younger crowd love the sweet, quick, easy to drink, higher alcohol percentage usually drinks. So I think that in that general nightclub, it doesn't quite match up, but it's getting there. But I think it's just the drinkers drink, and the higher end bars and more professional bars, that's the gap for sure.
I think when you get turned into being 30 or middle of 30s, I think you would aim to have a little bit more drinking culture, and that it's more hanging around in bars or pubs, or even in a nice restaurant. And this for sure is something that doesn't fit to a canned drink,
The category as a whole, I still think like, maybe it's just past its infancy, but it's still like in an adolescent like stage and nowhere near its full potential or where it's gonna like, end up or evolve to.
I think the future is going to be bright. I think it's going to be a lot of different flavors, and you're speaking to, the younger crowd, depending on which flavors you bring in.
In the US, obviously the RTD market is booming because of the hard seltzers, which are the calorie conscious, as well as the high-end craft cocktails. In India, I don't see either of these working right now because drinking culture here is still at a very nascent level. RTDs right now here are still Bacardi Breezer, that's where it is. We are seeing a couple of hard seltzer brands come into the market, but that'll just be a very niche, just appealing to a very specific audience who's just want to try what it is, what's the fuss about.
We have a very long way to go in Vietnam until we can build a culture of people drinking anything except for mass-produced lager at home. It's very hard to find a pre-mixed whiskey and Coke or Jack Daniels or anything like that. They just don't exist here. I think there's a big potential for these to come in.